Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Referee Report. My name's Eric. My last name bears the show. And this is another edition of the Referee Report. Now, if you had told me 5 years ago that I'd have made a video about the WNBA, I would have probably told you to drink all the colorful fluids down below your kitchen cabinet. But here we are in 2024, and I cannot believe I'm actually talking about the WNBA. Now, if it wasn't for one person, I probably wouldn't give a crap about the WNBA because she has a magnificent three-point shot. Caitlin Clark. I don't know if you know anything about her, but she leads college in all time for points. That's the record. And she passed Pistol Pete Maravich. That's right. She even surpassed the men's record and has the all-time amongst men and women, which is impressive, to say the least. So you would think when you get a first overall pick into the WNBA with a lot of buzz and pizzazz and all that, and then some from the University of Iowa, made that school practically nothing and into something, you would think there would be a little bit of gratitude, right? That there's actually buzz around the league. Well, unfortunately, stuff happened. Now, let's watch this competitive play, as they call it, and see how competitive it really was.
Mabry doubled off to Carter. Her jumper is good.
That was a good
Kennedy
jumper,
Carter
very competitive.
now.
Oh,
Off the bench.
and not the competitive play. And where the hell's her teammate? I think that's the first problem with all this, is that she literally has the inbounding teammate right in front of her. Watch this happen, and she did nothing. Are you kidding me? What a disgrace. That is the star player. You know, this is why I believe hockey is the most superior sport out there. Because anytime the star gets touched, even a goddamn pinky nail touches the star player, you best believe the enforcer or whoever is on the other team is coming to beat your ass. Let's see this again, because I was absolutely flabbergasted when I first seen it.
Big time contact afterwards. Saw the knockaway there from Clark, and then the lay from Boston.
They're gonna worry
as
about
the
an
officials are going to take a look at what just transpired between Carter and Clark.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
I mean, it's clearly a foul which was called. The question is, will they call it
to the ground? And not a single person in sight to protect Caitlin Clark. If you can tell, it is Caitlin Clark versus everybody. Where are her teammates? Why did she not come in? Why was Kennedy Carter allowed to walk away? And why was her ponytail not snagged the fuck up and she was drugged to the floor? These are serious questions that need answered. I don't think the press hit the nail on the head, but let's see what the press had to say about this. I'm sure Kennedy, maybe was in the heat of the moment and knocked her over. I'm sure that she's definitely going to apologize here.
Realize this has become a big national story?
It has become a big national story. We've had things that have been thrown into hoops like racism and just different things thrown to players that shouldn't even been brought up. This is a game I love. This is a game I'm passionate about. And at the end of the day, I'm thankful that I'm able to display it to everybody. And if you're going to watch the game, watch all of the game before you make opinions. Just watch the whole game and get to know the players. Those that saying you don't know players, you haven't watched the WNBA. Get to know players here in this league.
Well, unfortunately, Kennedy, nobody really cares about anybody else in the league. And it's not to be sexist or anything like that. It's because everyone else compared to... And if you don't believe me, you can watch the inadequate play for yourself.
Bonner.
Oh my God.
Passing is definitely one of them. A steal
Here we go.
underneath, and
Look at
who's
that
on the
pass.
floor?
Oh.
Sky players, less than a
Oh,
minute
say it
here.
again.
Copper all the way to the rim, but
Oh,
cannot.
brutal. Okay, I think you get the idea on that one. So anyway, back to the point I was making earlier. If this was, let's say, any other league, like the NHL, the NFL, you name it. If this was any other league, teammates would be swarming to protect their player. Let's see the example.
Give me the ball. Aiden's 4 of 4 in the quarter. Reese going up against Booker. Booker won't put away. Reeves is down.
Here we go. Now look at that. That is how you stick up for a teammate.
He sure did. They had words earlier. He straight leveled.
Gotta let them know you're not going to bully their player, or
Beverly is upset because the officials would not call when DeAndre Ayton was standing over.
But yeah, that was totally uncalled for.
And he took offense to that because they wouldn't call it. So he took matters into his own hand.
Here.
This is out, but Wayne comes in for the offensive rebound. Alley up to Jones. So he can't relax on the
Shove there. Look at that. He got right in front of LeBron. If you're willing to get in front of another star player to protect your teammate, you're a very good individual, and I would say you have a lot of character. Can't say that Angel Reese and Kennedy Carter have a lot of character, but that's besides the point. Instead of character, I see jealousy, hatred. Because let's see. Let's talk about statistics and facts here for a moment. The WNBA is 70% African American. That's something you can stop sharing this tab real quick. The WNBA is 70% African American. The WNBA is also a third lesbian. So, given the fact that lesbians, gays, bisexuals make up less than 1% of the population, that's a pretty big margin, you would say, right? For 144 girls. A third is quite a big number in it. So, let's look at Caitlin Clark. She's white, she's tall, she's Catholic, she's attractive. Those four things is what makes her the enemy in the WNBA. That's just how it is. They hate that it's different. You don't believe me? Look at this pundit on TV. And the clip I'll be using to show you is by a channel named Middle Maga. So if you want to go over to his channel, give him a subscribe and actually watch the video I'm going to show you in the beginning before he talks. That would be great because, there's a little bit of content farming, but this is the only way I could find it. So in order to thank him without asking his permission, just go over there, give him a sub.
I do think that there is a thing called pretty privilege. There is a thing called white privilege. There is a thing called tall privilege. And we have to acknowledge that. And so the part of it is about race, because if you think about the Brittany Griners of the world, why did she have to go to play in Russia?
They wouldn't pay
because
her.
they wouldn't pay her.
They wouldn't pay, not because she was black, but because they didn't believe in the WNBA.
This is part of my point. So now,
okay, so they didn't believe in the WNBA. Well, that's one way to look at it. Or does the WNBA ever turn a profit? The answer to that question is no. Back in 2018, current NBA Commissioner Adam Silver spoke on the league's financial outlook. He cited that the WNBA has never once turned a profit. The league loses roughly $10 million a year and lost close to $12 million in 2017. And that was as of 2018 when he spoke on it. So, yeah, the league operates at a loss. Maybe that's why the WNBA players don't get paid that much. Because if you really wanted to pay them the equal, Darren Wallen's ex-girlfriend or whatever. I can't remember her name. Kelsey. I'm just being a dick. But she said that they want to get the same revenue share as the men, like the percentage of their revenue. That's cool, but when you look at that, when the bottom line is a $10 to $12 million loss every year, would you really like to get paid in invoices? Anyway.
Now, Caitlin Clark is bringing this money, these sponsorships, we hope, into the league, and other players will benefit from it. But I do think that she is more relatable to more people.
When Michael Jordan became famous, players like Patrick Ewing really liked it because he's seen his big money go up in his contracts. Usually when you get a star player and they get paid the big money after a couple of years after their rookie deal, everyone else copies. You get compared to the highest paid person in said league. So when Caitlin Clark does get her money and her salary, and she will, I believe she's already helped Asia Wilson get a sponsorship. So her presence has already helped a couple other girls in the WNBA. So I really don't understand where this is coming from. Oh yeah, that's right. She's tall, she's white, she's Catholic, and she's pretty. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, hit that motherfucking bell, ring that bell so you never miss an episode, and I will see you next time.